Alright, it's a hot one today. It's 91, humidity is like 60. I suspect there's a thunderstorm tonight or tomorrow. We definitely need rain. We're basically in a drought. But I want to make a quick little video, put it on Nelson's Brigade, that I would say most people want to be controlled by the government. And when you try to explain it to them, and I know in the comment section probably not the best way to do it, probably face-to-face is better, but at least, you know, you can't slap someone on the comment section. I swear people just want to be controlled. You explain to them why a pro-gun bill is not a good idea and how it violates your rights, how it violates the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Second Amendment. They just get pissed. Well, it's a step in the right direction. Explain to me how it's a step in the right direction, giving more power to the government. Yeah, you have maybe you have the ability to open carry or concealed carry or whatever's going on in the state, but it doesn't give you true freedom. Like, it gives you a grain of salt of freedom, but at the same time, it puts 3 or 4 more restrictions on top of it. Perfect examples here in South Carolina. We're going to have open carry start in August. The reason why they officially started August, I think 7th, is because it gives 90 days for the sled to come up with a additional training curriculum for the CWP. That's control. So they give you a little grain of, here you go, vote for me. Remember to vote for me. I'm going to run for governor again next year. I allowed you guys to open carry. Yeah, you allowed us. They toss it to you, but on top of that, because most people don't read the bills, what do? You have to take training. You have to still have a CWP, so you have to take training, which is a complete joke, those classes. They don't teach you anything that if you've been around guns since you're 5 years old, I mean, hell, you've been around guns for a month, you probably know everything in the class. Then, on top of the training, to make you pay, of course, on top of all that, you get a permission slip for doing it. Here's your little permission slip. You can open carry, but if a cop comes up to you, here's the rules you have to follow. And the cop cannot take your gun and can take your ammo unless it's a lawful arrest, which you know that's going to be watered down really fast. And I suspect in the first week of August there's going to be some arrests for a couple reasons. One, cops don't understand the law because they refuse to study it. 2, you're going to have someone that thinks he knows everything because he didn't read the bill, so he's going to be misinformed. Or 3, you're going to have an educated person like myself that read the bill, and I'm not fully educated, but I read the bill. I'm not going to be open carrying though. That's going to be doing nothing wrong, and you're going to have a dickhole cop come up there and, you know, try to show his badge. Here's my badge. I'm the man or the woman. I'm going to control you and take your ass to jail or shoot you, tase you, whatever. And on top of all that in that bill, it gives the power to the city and the county government to suspend your rights, your permission. It's not rights. They can suspend it. It's not a right. It's a privilege. It's permission slip. Suspend it for a festival, a parade, a peaceful protest. You know, nothing ever happens bad in those situations. There's never been a parade or a festival where a little kid got kidnapped right in front of their parents. You know, nothing like that ever happens. No one ever needs a gun. I'm surprised it didn't say no guns allowed at all. The government can ban any guns. Eventually it will, because people won't take the time to read the goddamn bills. People want to be controlled. I swear people want to be controlled. They will say things, well, Johnny down the road doesn't need a gun because he did prison time, or I just don't trust him. Well, guess what? If he has a gun, which, if he's a felon and he's a bad person like you say he is, he probably already has a gun. How about you go buy a better gun, a bigger gun, more ammo, and prepare if he fucks with you. Be prepared. You know? If people would just stand up and say, we're not going to allow certain things in our community, you know, we're not going to allow certain things in our town. We could be free. You know? No kidnapping, no murder, no rape. If you want to drink, go ahead. But don't pass out in front of my business. I don't know if I put that on a video or not. I had a problem with a drunk guy a few times a year. The first time I ever dealt with him, people called the cops. Because he did threaten me. I didn't call the cops. I had parents freaking out. They called the cops. I didn't own the business at the time. They called the cops. I thought it was funny. Because I was all in my uniform, my belt on and everything. I thought it was hilarious. Some of the parents didn't think it was funny, so they called the cops. The other times, he was passed out right at the fucking door. Not responding. Not listening, not understanding anything. So I called 911. I need an ambulance. Get this guy off my property. What come? Cops come. Of course cops come. Put the little check, hey, we did a call at this address a couple times. Didn't need you guys. The one time I needed an ambulance, I'm like, dude, he's not there. He was so fucking drunk. I bet he was 4 times the limit, at least. If not more. Like, they barely could get him on the gurney to take him away. And after that, I've never had a problem with him. But, you know, the community needs to come together. Hey, we don't want this in this situation. We don't want this. And I would say most people don't want, you know, they don't want bad things to happen to their community. So we should be prepared just in case it happens, right? So if you carry a gun, I would highly suggest you carry a tourniquet. Just in case. I highly suggest you carry a pocket knife, a very sharp one. Just in case you need to cut a seatbelt. You know, vehicle accidents happen. I never had to pull out my gun, ever, in my life. But I have rolled up on 3 accidents before. 3? 1, 2, 3. There's 3 off the top of my head. A male lady got hit because she pulled out a 10-wheeler versus a little S10 pickup truck, and a 4-wheeler fell off a trailer and rolled into another oncoming traffic. Now, luckily, no one was major. The guy with the 10-wheeler that hit that little S10, them 2 guys was lucky. They rolled their vehicle like 7 or 8 times. They was fucking lucky they lived. They had really only glass scratches on their face. I was surprised they was walking. I was like, damn. But they felt it in the morning, but they was fine. But we get in the situation of people want to be controlled. You know, people want to control other people. They want the government, they want their form of government to control them. And that to me just doesn't sit right. I made a video today. I'm going to post on Nelson Militia probably tomorrow. If I can post this tonight, I will. I don't have Wi-Fi here, so I'll post it when I get home. But I did the thing of, like, the laws are stupid. And people think those laws, you know, save lives, and they really don't. You know, if someone wants to rape someone, and he sees a woman and he wants to rape her, he's going to do it no matter what the law is. Now, what is going to stop him from doing that? Explain to me what's going to stop him. You know what's going to stop him? Her carrying a Glock. Or a Springfield. With fucking hollow points. And put 3 or 4 in his fucking chest. He will stop then. We lay a few of these fuckers on the streets. We won't have problems. But in my personal opinion, the reason why we have the criminals, I'm talking about like true criminals, the rapists, the murderers, the crazy people, is because of the government. The government creates the problem. They tell that we need cops to solve the problem. And it doesn't work. Wonder why. Government causes the problem. They say this will fix the problem, but really and truly, that police people, ATF, all them people, they're not going after the people that are doing bad things. They're going after you and me. They're going after the people that own businesses, that work 9 to 5, that work late shifts, that are just trying to provide for their family. They're going after them because they didn't pay their tax stamp. Or they didn't follow the rule that we set for whatever the fuck it is. If you are a working person over the age of 20, you probably pay at least 15% in tax. So every $100 you make, at least $15 go to the government. Plus road tax, gas tax, sales tax. People want to be controlled. They really do. It's very sad. But you go on any of these comment sections, any of them, ABC News, NBC, whatever news agents that you want, even Fox. Go on all of them. Go on all these Guns and Gadget, Dakota Boy. Can't think of that guy. His last name is May. There's some other ones. Dailies 2A. Go on them. Look on the comment section. I get so pissed at some of them comments. Like, especially on the news sites, but on like the gun sites, on the gun web YouTube channels. Like they don't even see what's going on. It's Republican, Democrat, that's all it is. It's nothing in between. You know, the Democrats and Republicans are completely different in their eyes. Even though the Constitution, the Second Amendment, is a restriction on government, right? The Bill of Rights. Meaning the government, Republican, Democrat, cannot post or make or create any gun law. Doesn't matter if it's pro-gun or anti-gun. Because all the pro-gun bills that I ever read has restriction of something in there. You're a felon, you can't possess a gun. They can't make those laws, but they do anyway. You know why? Because we allow it. We allow them to. We don't have enough people to stand up. I always say 1 million people, 1 million in each state, that's 50 million people. You had 50 million people stand up, we could be free tomorrow. But that won't happen. You know why? Because most of the people, of that 50 million people, of those concealed license holders, they still support the police. I mean, not like, well, I support that cop because he's my neighbor. No, I'm talking about they support every fucking law enforcement. They wear the blue line. They probably have it tatted on their fucking chest. It's a mental illness. And I have a few, Freedom Inc. calls them fanboys. I have a few people that jump on my channel every now and then and say stuff. I laugh. I honestly laugh. What are we going to do? I think the biggest thing right now is educate. Educate everyone you know. Comment section, person at the goddamn gas station. Doesn't matter. My brother actually was at a gas station about 2 years ago, and there was a guy, he said the guy was Army, definitely Army, and the guy was thinking about moving down here officially forever, you know, moving down here after he gets out of the Army. And my brother's, and he's like, well, what's the gun laws? And the guy was, I want to say, from like New Jersey or that area up there. I'm not saying New York, but he was from a less free state. And Case said, well, this is more free than your state. He said, oh, okay. He said, well, the gun laws like conceal. He said, oh, you have to get a CL, but other than that, it's freer than other states. And it is. And you see people going to Texas and going to Arizona and going to South Carolina, North Carolina, because it's freer. But it's not 100% free. And I think most people don't want that. They're scared of 100% freedom. Because what if he has a gun, and I just don't trust that person because he looked at me wrong the other day. Well, you know what? Carry your gun with you. Have it with you. Buy a fucking full automatic. Fucking chain gun. Wear a vest. Hide under your bed. Whatever makes you safe. Whatever makes you feel safe. 13 minutes. I made a longer video than I thought, but I'll stop right here. I will post this tonight. I will post another video on Nelson Militia. That one's about 20-some minutes long, 21 minutes long, but it's a pretty good video. It goes over the Texas bills. You guys have a great day. Stay armed. Educate who you can. We really need to educate people as much as possible. Even though they don't want to be educated, we try. Have a great day.